Yo, 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 it's your boy Colin, aka Colin Trades CSP, back with you with another video. Today is day 8 of my trading journey, and I would say today was a pretty successful trading day overall, looking at all accountabilities, making sure that I followed and stick to my rules, and was able to secure roughly around $559 on the day. So not a bad trade overall. And so my account is currently sitting at 51,308. 1308, just a little bit under the halfway point to the $3,000 price target. So not too shabby to be almost halfway through the week and sitting up pretty clean. Now, of course, I take it with a grain of salt because I've had major red days when it comes to blowing this amount. So just making sure that every day I stick to my rules, make sure I stay accountable, making sure that my risk to reward is basically accounted for, and making sure that I mitigate my losses when it comes to the amount I lose in a single day. So making sure moving forward that I basically lock in and secure these profits, and making sure that I can pass this with basically simple ease. So let's basically, what I'm going to do today is go over the charts, show you exactly the trade I took, and basically give you a rundown of this, my trading journey essentially. So going into it, as of right now, sitting at 51,308, just like I stated. Today being August 25th, I made roughly around $559. Not too bad in a single trade when it comes to trading ES. So not too bad. Now going into the charts, this was a textbook perfect trade, and I was fully confident when it came to this trade that this was going to hit. So first, I marked out the 15-minute orb. So this is the 5-minute candle. So 5, 10, 15. I marked the low of the 15. Now, I did see that we broke to the upside, tested this resistance. Now, I could have easily started my position at this resistance. As you start to zoom out, this was major level of confluence. As you can see, we had multiple touch points at this area. So I was definitely somewhere that I wanted to basically keep an eye on. As you can see here, touch here. So this was definitely a confluence or an area that I was paying attention to going into this trading day. But unfortunately, I was not looking at the computer when it came to starting my position up here. So then I was just basically just doing a textbook setup of a 15-minute opening range break. So going into, I marked my 15-minute low. I did mark my 15-minute high, but then I just deleted it as I was mainly focused on that low break and retest. So I would basically, right when I saw this hit this area of resistance, I knew that shorts were in control. So I basically was watching it. We had the massive sell-off, basically broke below my EMA cloud, which then we retested the EMA cloud and then broke below the 15-minute orb. Now, once the 15-minute orb was broken, I basically went into the 1-minute candle. So once I entered and I saw the 1-minute candle break below, I saw the retest, and then I saw the retest for a second minute, retesting my EMA cloud, which then I entered short. Once I entered short, I just basically rode this down till we got a massive Trump candle. Now, I would say, there's moments when it comes to trading that the news can go against you and sometimes go with you. And in this moment, it did go with me. So, of course, I have to be thankful and grateful that the opportunity presented itself and gave me my profits for the day. But I basically was looking for a break and retest of the 15-minute orb. We rode it all the way down, and we got basically filled during this Trump candle that came out. There was some type of Iran news and so forth, so definitely a nasty wig filled me, made my $559, and was able to call it for the day. Now, there was other confluences I was paying attention to as the trade, that being the reason why I was so confident in this trade. So when you open up SPY and QQQ, if you open this up on the 15, so I can zoom out a bit, SPY and QQQ had an overnight gap that needed to be filled. So once I saw this on SPY, and you start to zoom out on QQQ, SPY, this being SPY, the other one being QQQ, I knew I wanted to target this gap fill. And SPY was pushing to the downside, what's it called, when I entered up here. So that being on ES, which then allowed for me to get a nice, basically target right when we broke below this this gap fill for a potential reversal. So I knew this gap fill was going to be targeted, which then pushing this back to the upside. And looking like QQQ did not get the full gap fill, but again, when it came to the overall market, I knew that SPY and QQQ were targeting that gap fill, allowing for ES and NQ to follow through. Then, of course, then that candle, Trump candle came out, allowing me to get filled. So a lot of confluence when it came to the short side today. On the bright side, I was able to secure the profits and then move on to the next trading day tomorrow. Now I am getting closer. Like I said, I'm only just a little bit under halfway to my price target or my profit target when it comes to becoming a funded trader. And that's the reason why I'm documenting every single day my wins and my losses and letting you know that it's truly possible to become a funded trader. You just got to make sure to stick to your rules and be disciplined every single day when it comes to treating every single trading day as a brand new day. So I hope you guys are learning a little bit. If you guys are watching this, to let you guys know that it is truly possible, but not going to say anything yet as I'm not at my profit target as of yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notifications as I be posting this just about every single day. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good trading day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.